most of our Filipino community are permanent residents, and so for our islanders to hear that is encouraging for them, because our heart is that they'll come and make Australia their home and bring their families and make their world here. But they're a blessing to our community. Our church was Anglo-Saxon for 20 years, and then Filipinos came in and Tongans, and we've now got such mixed culture that it celebrates.
Yeah. And particularly for these communities and our Pacific communities, the community of faith is the community. So when they don't, in the absence of a Pacific diaspora community, this is the next home that they have, and so they need that. We're trying to help DFAT and others understand the necessity for that engagement. With the PCC, so we basically cover the whole region, as Tiffany has said. We know that our churches at home, they have a responsibility for the families that are left behind, etc., and their pastoral care. And we know that our responsibilities also are in terms of how they're prepared before they come, the expectations. But when they come here, we know that they're communities of faith that are welcoming them and open to providing that pastoral care and support. And what we recently had a regional consultation where we talked about the need for us to partner and recognize those churches in Australia that are providing that community space and that pastoral care and love, Christian love to them. So we're very grateful for what you're doing, and we hope that your ministry is blessed, as they continue to come and be part of the community.
And the church played a huge role when the workers passed away. In that they opened up the church and just continue to provide the pastoral support to this obviously is a huge part. Thank you so much. And just the partnership with the church and the support of the employer makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
The memorial service together is significant in how the community opens.
They really are embraced in our town, so the Islanders they add and build so much to what we are here already. So I think it was nice to go to some Fijian villages on the islands to see that way of life. I was fascinated by the culture and the people. The people are so beautiful, but just to see the worlds that a lot of these guys are from, small communities, and to go to a Pentecostal church in a little village on the island, it was just the most moving thing. Beautiful. One God we celebrate. We are family. This is their home. We say that to the Islanders. This is second home.
And Pastor Janine, you've had some Islanders, some workers be part of your worship team at times?
Yeah, I have never met an Islander that can't sing. So as soon as they walk in the doors, we get to know them and make them encourage that there's a space for them. So we've got Islanders that lead worship, play guitar and sing beautifully, and Alani's a beautiful voice. She's a blessing in our team.
And even your taking on, Bible studies with the Solomon Islands, we're picking them up and stuff. And that's essential. Like it's not just it's the daily.
The daily
devotional.
Absolutely.
Especially because in our local communities, that's how life is structured, and that structure is what provides that comfort and support for them. So they know that at home they get up, they have daily morning prayers, there's Bible studies and all those things. And when at the Pacific Conference of Churches, our theme for the last 5 years has been focused on Psalm 137, singing the Lord's song in strange lands and strange times. And that's the cry of the Israelites then, is the cry of our migrant workers, how can I sing the Lord's song in a strange land? These spaces and the accompaniment provided by churches is so important in that. And as we share with DFAT and with the employees, it adds to their productivity. It makes them better, happier workers. It's the thing that we always think about when we think of our workers that are away from home.
No, they need the support. It's so hard to be away from their families. It's such a cultural shock being here, the Australia way of life, and so we want to be around them. When I went to Nadi, I had one day in Nadi, and I rang and organised a taxi, and I said, can you take me, he wanted to take me to the temple, and he was insistent, I'll show you the temple. I said, no, I worship Jesus. I want to tour the churches. And so he drove me around to maybe 5 or 6 just Christian churches, and there was one that I actually was open and there were people there, so I just went in and said, hi, can I just see your church? And they were so welcoming. We did get with the sunshine, it was
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we're heading back to
Okay. Thank you, bye.
Have a good safe travels back.
Thank you.
Yeah, and enjoy your time here.
Thank you. Bless you, my dear.
No worries. Thank you, Pastor Janine. See ya.
Pastor James, just some thoughts on the church.
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, it's a pleasure to come and see how the community of faith in the communities where our Pacific people are working are embracing them and giving them that space. This is something we were discussing just last month at our regional church leaders consultation. The community of faith is the space for our Pacific people when they're away from home and away from the Pacific diaspora. So we hope that as we continue to look to work to improve the welfare of our Pacific Island workers, that the churches that are already here in Australia, both members of PCC, but also the other communities of faith, Pentecostal churches and others who have the heart to minister to our people, are able to build a strong network to work together. And this is very important, so that our people know that there are places that they can worship, there are places that they can just come and bring what their troubles are to the Lord, to find a place to know that they'll always be welcome. And so between the faith communities, between Pacific Island councils and community connection groups, between our high commissions and their community liaison or country liaison officers, we are able to provide very strong support for the workers. And then with the other discussions that are going on in terms of the new PALM scheme model, the new agreements, etc., that we really put the welfare of our Pacific Island people who come to serve and work and support the economy of Australia is taken care of, that they are taken care of, that they earn what they should earn, that they are treated in the way that they should be treated, and our responsibility back home as churches to look after the families and the communities and provide that pastoral support. And that way, everything that's done is affirming life, is life affirming, and make sure that there is life in abundance for all our Pacific people. And in the way we do it, in that justice way, in that love and compassion way, we are giving glory back to God. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And it's lovely to meet these, pastors like this who are so happy and joyful about, serving the community and serving the Pacific workers.